From the YouTube dojo, this is Weeknight with Ellie Muller, and now a man who, after 10 years, must have been called with Brian Wrinkle at least 5 times, Ellie Muller. Ha! Welcome to Weeknight Update. I am Ellie Muller. What's on my grasshoppers? And welcome to the 10th anniversary show. That's right. Let's quickly go on to the Shoutout Spotlight winners. Spire Bowls, Lex, Neb Papa 9, Trunk Meetings, Emmanuel Gaffey, Bruno Dash, Behind the Derek, USA_Emerald, Michael Zydcast, and Baby Lamb Creations, and Alex K. All of them have helped me out, over the past few years or so. All of them have been really cool. Michael Zydcast, happy birthday to you. Happy early birthday to you. Baby Lamb Creations, thank you for allowing me to be on Baby Lamb and Friends, the movie. Neb Papa 9, thank you for starting us off with everything else, the vigilante and things like that, Sparrows, oh yeah. So many people. Just thank you so much. Thank you so much. Now.
But today is the 10th anniversary.
Yep.
Now, let's see, that's a monologue.
We call it opening remarks, okay. Weeknight Update is now 10 years old. Now, if you had told me in 2009 that I would have to go through 2 YouTube channels, a team of cool people, and a guy who still wants a rap battle in order to get here, and I would have lost my mind. I mean, 10 years, and I have everything now? Now, according to Social Blade, I am now getting about 45 views an episode. I also have AR98 or AR99 as subscribers, somewhere close to 900 subscribers. Now, don't mock me for that, please, because this show is for people who hate talk show hosts like Fallon and Colbert. Now, to those of you who said you don't like Fallon or Colbert, and you are choosing this show over all those guys, we have to say one thing. Thanks. Now, and now, let's get on with the old top 8 list. Let's go! What's the category?
Top 8 things that we have learned on this show over the past 10 years. Number 8 is not going to start feuds with people who don't want to deal with you in the first place. Just don't do it.
Number 7, don't get brainwashed by someone who loves to play Minecraft 24/7.
Mine diamonds. Number 6, make sure that your jokes are actually funny. And not just some weird statements like, I like fried Cheeto dust.
Number 5, don't worry about the people who have more subscribers than you do.
Number 4, people can say whatever they want to say about the show. Because opinions can make the world normal.
Number 3, if one person doesn't want to be on your show, then don't be angry about it.
Number 2, but it's 2. People make mistakes all the time. But repeating any mistake more than once is just stupid and wrong.
And number 1, don't complain about the people who don't really care about the show because apparently they're fine with fools like Fallon and Colbert. With that in mind, we got these commercials and tonight's Violent Night. We got a long sketch. We got a Captain Steamer sketch involved. Oh, yeah. Come back. Come on back.
Do you know I've been talking to you for 5 years about Empire Carpets? I figure by now you ought to know we've got the very best names in carpeting. You ought to know about our 72-hour delivery, our great credit plan, our free gifts. But what do? You just sit there. Now, come on, you know you need new carpeting, and there'll never be a better time to buy, so get yourself over to the telephone right now and give us a call, all right? I'll even sing the number for you. 588-2300 Empire. Now can I get down, guys?
It's a McDonald's summer. Stand up for sand, surf, and sun. Food, folks, and fun. McDonald's summer combos for just $3.99. The Big Mac combo. The McDLT combo. The McChicken combo. And with every combo comes a summer cup. Collect all three summer combos at McDonald's for $3.99. Come on, you know the one. McDonald's for food, folks, and fun.
We got a sketch on board. Now, buckle up, because this is going to be a long one and
Huge.
let's see what we got here.
And now, it's time for another Nick at Night behind-the-scenes show. Here's your host, Tim Markle.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Tim Markle, and welcome to the Nick at Night behind-the-scenes show. This morning, we're going to do something special because 10 years ago, a young man by the name of Muller came on the scene with his own program entitled Weeknight Update. It came on quietly on YouTube on August 10th of 2009, and it took him 2 YouTube channels and some help from other YouTubers to actually gain some attention. Now, after 10 years on the air, the show has been picked up by Nick at Night, and it's airing every morning at around 2:30. So, here is Muller with the entire story. Mr. Muller, will you please tell us the story of Weeknight Update and why you're doing it in the first place?
Certainly. Since I was 8 years old, I've been watching several late-night talk show hosts on television and online, and I began to wonder if I could host a late-night talk show of my own. So on August 10, 2009, my parents got me a Logitech webcam and allowed me to have my very own YouTube show. Thus, Weeknight Update with Muller was born. During the first season, it was just me doing a monologue about random things. My little brother Adam would interrupt me during the show. But as time went on, he began to do weird sketches with me, and then we began to do things that would end up with us having to replace a bowl and exposing a goofball named Mr. Egghead for who he is. Over time, we began to come up with bits such as the top 8 list, and we even introduced the world to our toys: MP, Crackers, Mr. Bones, the Purple Doll, even though he has been seen in about a couple of years or so, and the Pink Cat. I soon began to really edit the show, and then a YouTuber by the name of Mr. Creepy Plays would tell me to enter shoutout shows and things like that. In May of 2016, my old YouTube channel, Ellie Muller, got hacked, and the old episodes from 2009 up to that point disappeared with it. But I never gave up. In fact, I made a new channel, Muller, and I kept the show going. Of course, between the second half of 2016 and the middle of 2017, I have been brainwashed by Mr. Creepy Plays. In other words, I would talk about some of the things that I wanted to talk about, celebrities and certain late night talk shows, but Mr. Creepy Plays wanted me to talk about, the things that I didn't want to talk about. And shortly afterwards, I put my foot down and I began to talk about the things that I wanted to talk about all the time. Of course, people in the commentary community began to criticize me for doing multiple things. VII Omega, Michael Zycast, John Smith, and Dual Tones didn't think that I had enough facts or tools necessary to make a great late-night talk show. Suicide War 15 thought that I was treating John Chappelle as my rival, and he thought that I needed to just focus on making the best show that I can. So I began to do some serious editing, and then people such as Baby Lamb Creations, Michael Zycast, Ace Red, Uno Dash, and Nev509 started helping me with the show by sending in sketches. Now, because of the help that I've received from a lot of people, I can officially say that Weeknight Update has become the late-night talk show that everybody wants to see. And the show is starting to catch some buzz now, too. Of course, what can people say about a YouTube show that's also airing on Nick at Night at 2:30 in the morning? I mean, come on!
I see. That is an interesting story.
Yeah, I know. Of course, when I told everybody about it, it took them a while to really understand what was going on.
Wow. Weeknight Update has been around for 10 years. I can't believe it's been that long. I remember when I made a couple of videos on him being a total goofball.
Who is Ryan Rhino Mills? I'll tell you. He is a YouTube commentator. Wow. Why is his nickname Rhino? I mean, seriously. His profile picture isn't a rhino. Come on. He thinks that he knows how to do commentaries. Really? He might have made a couple of good points. He made a video about Suicide Squad 15 a while back, but he messed up when he made that video. Why? Suicide Squad 15 was my true friend back in high school.
Oh boy. This is pretty much the only reason he did this rant. Just because Ryan did a commentary on Supersonic Ward 15.
Number 4, most of his videos get a lot of dislikes, and after watching some of his videos myself, I don't blame them.
Seeing as they get a lot more likes than dislikes, that doesn't even matter so much, especially considering that about the whole making fun of these things, yeah, it's obvious that he does them as jokes. Oh my god, Kung's calling me out?
He's upset about the YouTube partnership program. Well, what can I say? He loves his YouTube cash. Now, here's the thing. He is very selfish.
Hearing that, we should do his request right now.
Really?
At least that's all behind us. Hey, remember when he first approached us to do the show? I know. I love the random reports and all the random information sketches, but I was quite shocked when we had to do Mr. Stevenson's Neighborhood and Musical Request Taped. It's another day in the neighborhood, but this time you're visiting me. We'll have some fun before I run. Nobody would play with you right away. Well, I'm here with you today. Let's have a good time. Hey, I finally found a rhyme. I have always wanted to have a friend, just like you. And I hope that you want to have some fun with me too. So let's stop bothering folks who don't want to play. Let's just be together and have fun today. Let's have some fun before I run. Let's have fun together. Hi, neighbor. Who's that at my door? Oh, it's my mailman, Mr. Kilborn, and his wife, Mrs. Kilborn. Come in, Kilborns. Fast track mailing. At your service, Mr. Stevenson. Mrs. Kilborn and I have something special for you.
So, did you hear that Becky G is still performing? I have, but I thought that she gave up on that. I know! Why did she choose acting over singing and rapping?
Taped from the MTV studios, it's Musical Request Taped. And now, here are your hosts, Craig Knightley, Bob Stevenson, and Lorena Jenkins.
Welcome to Musical Request Taped. It's not live, but we have some music videos for you tonight. I'm Craig Knightley. I'm Bob Stevenson.
And I'm Lorena Jenkins. I'm so excited about doing this show, but we only have a few minutes or so we can only present one music video tonight.
You seem so excited, Lorena.
Well, someone just tempted me with brownies and I'm hungry. Is there a buffet around here?
Moving on, we have a great music video for you this evening. A takeoff of Justin Bieber's hit song Baby. Neighbor has really set the world on fire. Now that was crazy, eh? True. And I don't know who on earth liked Lorena. But that's when Baby Lamb began to be our musical director.
Hey, you remember the Easter random report, right?
That was one of my favorites. Especially with you.
Anyway, I love Easter because nobody can stop me from eating candy. Especially chocolate.
My sister loves chocolate as much as Mike does.
And I have 3 special Easter eggs for you. Each with something very special inside.
I have an Oreo. Can't go wrong with that. I have 3 jelly beans. These aren't what I think they are they?
I got chocolate.
You're gonna love my basket more than this, just so you know. You got her pregnant soon after, eh? At any rate, I guess that wraps it up for this episode of...
I'm pregnant. I was ready.
I remember when I was introduced to the show, and when Vigilante came on with the bumpers and everything else. Yep, I think I've really helped him make the show better.
What really makes Weeknight Update cool is that when it counts, it always shows us something that's different from any other late night talk show.
True. Of course, whenever I appear, the show introduces some interviews that nobody has ever seen before.
Disney now owns Fox. That story's not the best. Now ABC and Fox will both have Ryan Seacrest. The Simpsons warned us about it, and we gave them a smile. Who has the last laugh now? I'll wait a little while. Don't be sad though if The Simpsons and Family Guy leave. They've been stale for many years. Isn't that something to believe? I'm confused about this info, and it'll shock the house. How are we gonna break this news story to Mickey Mouse?
I am Captain Stimmer.
What are you doing, Captain Schemer? Is something wrong with your head? Do you have a headache? I mean, if you have a headache, then...
I want to tell you something important. Something important.
Okay, what is it?
Did you know that Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock made a movie entitled Speed?
Those were the days.
Hey, I never really got to finish my song from the first time that I appeared on the show.
Havana, oh nana, half of my heart is in Havana, oh nana, oh, he took me back to East Atlanta, oh no.
Let's be honest, your singing wasn't really the best.
You're right, but I wanted a Weeknight Update to be jazzed up. I mean, V Omega, who is previously known as Sketch TB, said in the comments of an old episode that the show was a quote-unquote a weaker version of TMZ.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, he also mentioned something about the show not being professional, even though the show has bumpers, commercials, sketches, and graphics now. He said if you cannot offer something that talk shows don't offer already, or even what the talk show bare minimum is, then things are going to be difficult. You're not even wearing a suit anymore. This isn't looking like it's professional at all. Then again, Weeknight Update isn't supposed to be like any other late night talk show.
Right, exactly. Hey, Supersonic Ward 15 and Ace Red only appeared on the show once, and they haven't appeared ever since. Remember those moments, Leroy? Indeed.
Now, it's time for Web News with your anchor spider, Spidey.
Pizza time. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Web News with Spidey. I'm your host, Spider-Man. Tonight, we will be talking about John Cena.
Wow. Betty White's 97 years old already. That's insane, Leroy. Yeah, well, some things never change. I mean, Betty was married to Alan Ludden in the 60s and 70s.
Wait, didn't Alan Ludden die in 1980?
Good point.
Wait, isn't Supersonic Ward 15 Kung's best friend from high school?
Yeah, and he helped people find him when his original channel got hacked.
Why aren't they appearing on the show more often?
Apparently, they're both too busy for that.
Well, you can't just force people to do what you want to do just so you can have a team to help you.
Of course you can't. Well, that's it for this installment of the Nick at Night behind the scenes show. I would like to thank Kung E. Muller and the rest of his team for being here this morning. Mr. Muller, congratulations on 10 great years. and I hope that more people will watch the show in the future.
You are very welcome, Mr. Markle. Thank you for having me, and for the anniversary wishes. I will say this, though. The only celebrity who wants to do Weeknight Update right now is Dixie the Pixie. Of course, the only catch is that I have to find out how I'm going to be able to interview her if she's flying all over the place 24/7.
We'll definitely have a conversation with her about that. Anyway, I'm Tim Markle, and for all of us who work the graveyard shift here at Nick at Night, thank you for watching, and good night, and good morning, everybody.
This has been the Nick at Night Behind the Scenes show. We now return you to the Weeknight Update's 10th anniversary special. Then stay tuned for Dixie the Pixie's early breakfast party. That's all coming up on Nick at Night.
I love classics, so does she.
We're both crazy about good TV. We have so much in common. We're crazy about Nick at Night.
Okay, now that sketch is finally over. We got another sketch for you. It's a cat in Schema sketch. Don't worry, this one will be very quick. Oh, here we go.
I am Captain Schemer.
You already know who my name is, so why am I telling
Can
you
you
guys?
believe Weeknight Update's been around for 10 years now?
I know. Ellie Muller is a legend, isn't he? I guess. Isn't he a legend? What do you think?
Well, I wouldn't say a legend he is, but we should give him a special toast.
Yeah, we should.
Why don't you come out so we can properly do this?
I like to be shown off screen. I don't like to show off my face. Ever. Always off screen. Always.
Okay, yeah, he likes to stay off screen. He doesn't like to show his face. He's very scared. But you know what to do, right?
Yes, I know what to do.
Okay, good. Ellie Muller and the Weeknight Update crew, thank you for 10 good years.
Right.
Not only have you, I guess, made us laugh, I don't know, but you've also gave us something that we could never ever duplicate.
Yes. And you didn't really change our lives forever, but your revolution may kind of live on.
Yep. Ellie Muller for late night.
Yes, indeed. We're looking forward to the next 10 years, and we will definitely not be on the show by then if you don't know this.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be off this show. I guess we'll be off the show by 2020 or 2021 because by this time Derek will be in California. He'll be in California doing his dream, and these guys are gonna be here for 10 more years and stuff like that, I guess.
But before we go, we have to listen to a special 10th anniversary song just for Ellie. Take it away.
Ellie, Ellie, Ellie. Ellie, 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 Ellie. E-L-L-I-E. 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 Ellie, 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 Ellie. Ellie, 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 Ellie. Ellie, 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 Ellie. Ellie, Ellie, Ellie. E-L-L-I-E. 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 Ellie, 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 Ellie. Ellie, 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 Ellie. Ellie, 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 Ellie. Ellie, 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 Ellie. Ellie, Ellie, Ellie. Ellie. E-L-L-I-E. Ellie. E-L-L-I-E. Ellie. E-L-L-I-E. Ellie, Ellie, Ellie. Ellie, Ellie, Ellie. Ellie, Ellie, Ellie.
We do this stuff on purpose.
Don't turn off those jazzy tunes. Those tunes were great.
Well,
Now,
this show is getting to be a little bit long, so let's quickly do the Let's Talk About It. Let's go.
Let's talk about it.
Thank you, Alex K. Now, let's go on to the other social blade. Now listen to this, okay?
Before we talk about social blade, let's talk about our good old-fashioned experiences. Now listen, I've been on this show for pretty much his whole run. I knew the show when it started up here, and then when it transitioned downstairs to his room. I knew every single location this show went. And let me tell you, it was a ride.
Yeah. So big of a ride, in fact, that now we have this current channel. That's different from the old channel, but still, crazy ride nonetheless.
True.
Now, apparently now, listen to this, right? Apparently now we average 49 views an episode. Right. Apparently, and if if earnings are any indication whatsoever, then we probably would have made $71 a year. On YouTube.
I guess it's not too bad.
Yeah, but if you really think about it for a moment, by this time next year, we will probably have 968 subscribers and 75,170 views.
Total views?
Yep.
Bet we must beat this goal. Can we get 76,000 views? Let's do it. Now.
Yeah. Now, this is really crazy. Right? Can you believe this? According to our Social Blade, we currently make somewhere around 20 cents a day on YouTube.
Hey, 20 cents is better than no cents.
Yeah.
Now, come on, Eli, let's talk about our experience.
Let's
talk about how old the show is.
27 minutes almost.
27 minutes. We're gonna give you your money back. Now,
yeah, this show was really crazy. We've done shows longer than
this show.
We've done shows a lot shorter than.
This is gonna be our longest show.
Yeah, this is the longest show we've ever done by far. We've done shows that are 3 minutes long. We've done shows that are a minute long.
Please. So look, we need to have content drought. I mean, when our big fish died, we made a whole show about the fish. About a fish. I mean, the content drought was real. We had plenty of fun. We had arguments. We had mini fights. I mean, in fact, one time, the computer broke down when we tried to do a show about 3 or 4 times. We had to try the show about 3 to 4 times. And on the 5th time it worked. Jesus Christ. Let me tell you something. Sit down. Welcome to story time. Now, tell them the craziest story of this show.
We have to make this quick. You know what? Lately we've had to make the show, quick. Sometimes things go wrong on this show. Actually, almost all the time things go wrong on this show. But one time, we had to do 3 takes. Actually, several times we had to do 3 takes. But the one time we had to do a 3rd take. It was already pretty late, and I was like, holy crap, I gotta make this quick. I have to make this quick. Turns out that the whole show was only about 3 minutes long or something like that. You could barely hear me.
Oh, yeah. It was a 3-minute video. We were going so fast. We're not like freaking Sonic up in there. Like, Jesus Christ. I love this show, man. Okay, look. I have to make this quick because it's freaking 10, and we have to get this up before 12. But this show is fun. The production is fun. I mean, it can be a little bit frustrating at times, but Jesus Christ, I love this show, man.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this show. It may have been nuts sometimes, but hey, we try to make this work. And I also really appreciate everybody who helped me make this show possible. Especially the people who have made me turn this show into almost a half an hour of nonsense. Whew. I promise you, season 11 will be a little bit more sane and everything else. It's just that, it was crazy. It's going to be a nightmare rendering this and editing it all down.
Great.
Well, that's the news. Well, skis. Farewell, bye, farewell.